get some reaction to this, we can speak to Ibrahim Mohammed al-Saadi, who's the youth opposition leader in Yemen. But he joins us on the line now from Doha. Ibrahim, good to have you with us. What's your reaction to the fact that the deal has finally been signed by President Saleh?
Thank you for having me. The deal which has been signed between the Saudis and Saleh and some of the United Nations.
Ibrahim, I'm just going to interrupt you because we're now hearing from President Saleh, and we want to hear what he has to say.
Holy mosques. He hosted this meeting between brothers, members of the political process in the Arab Republic of Yemen, and the dispute or the differences 10 months ago have negative effects in the development and cultural, political domains, and we found some crackdowns in the unity in Yemen. Some parts are destroyed of the efforts done in the development during the past years, and in how to build the man. We need tens of years in order to rebuild the country and to deal with the consequences of this dispute. And we can say that we had a scandal in Sana'a when they attacked the presidential palace. The Zionists were much easier than some of us in some other Muslim and Arab countries when they decided to kill Sheikh Ahmed Yassin in the mosque. They left him until he is out of the mosque, and then they killed him. These are the Zionists who killed Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, but we are the Muslims, the brothers, the Arabs. We need to know, where are we now? Hatred is deep, and this culture, it's not part of ours in the Arab world, in the Muslim world, not only in Yemen. It's not our culture. It's something new in the Arab world, a sort of winds that came from the west of the Arab world to the east of the Arab world. It's not a programmed thing or something that is related to the region. It's foreign agendas. We implement these foreign agendas, the Muslims and Arabs, but I feel sorry for what happened in Yemen. We were looking forward and we were hoping to exchange these things in a democratic and easiest way, and to hand over in an easiest way. In the year 1990, we chose the multi-party system in Yemen, freedom of press, human rights, women participation. These were our choices in Yemen in the year 1990 through a referendum that was done at that time. We had some differences twice when it comes to the power, but our brothers in the opposition refused to take part in the power and left us alone. And then we said, okay, but now we didn't want to be alone or to grab or hold on the power. We need to be partners all together, despite the fact that the Constitution of the Republic of Yemen says and talks about a political party system and about a ruling party. But we are now making a sort of a coup d'etat 10 months ago. We've lost lives. Tens of people, hundreds of people were killed. More than 1,150 people officially declared to be lost. Military or civilian at the same time. Civilian and military. And when it comes to the civilian, you can talk a lot because of the power. We have nothing against them to be our partners in the power, but this must be in a peaceful way. When we talk now about the peaceful and democratic transfer of power, we need to talk about this topic, but not after so many people killed in our country. We should start earlier. We should not let people die. We should find that sort of partnership. We welcome this partnership, our brothers in the opposition, in order to rebuild the country and to reconstruct the country. It's not to sign. The important thing is to have goodwill. We need to have goodwill and behave in a goodwill and to start a sincere and hard work, a real partnership in the reconstruction and rebuilding of the country. We are looking forward. We are very confident that our brothers in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and His Majesty the King and the leaders of the GCC countries, the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, the Security Council, the UN Secretary General, they will help. We ask them to help and to support and to monitor and to witness the process of this thing and the implementation of this Gulf initiative in Yemen according to the timetable mentioned in the agreement. We look forward and we are quite confident that our brothers will pay a lot of attention and we will help a lot and we will be from our side very cooperative. I will cooperate definitely with the new government, with the participation of the opposition and the joint meeting and their alliances. Thank you very much to my brother, the custodian of the two holy mosques. Thanks a lot to his Crown Prince. Thanks to other Highnesses, the Excellencies, the ministers, for the preparation of this protocol, of this celebration, to sign the agreement and its executive mechanism. And peace be upon you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That was President Ali Abdullah Saleh of Yemen, who was talking about the people of Yemen needing to be partners together to rebuild the country. He said the transfer of power had to be peaceful and that there had to be goodwill to begin the job of reconstructing the country. Let's go back to Ibrahim Mohammed al-Saadi, who's the Yemeni youth opposition leader. Ibrahim, I don't know if you heard everything that President Saleh said, but the key thing, it seems to me, he said he would cooperate with the new government. What do you make of that?
I have a clear and defiant message on behalf of the Yemeni youth protesters and the Yemeni people to the world that this initiative doesn't mean anything to us, and also the opposition who actually work with Ali Saleh. The corrupted regime only produce corrupted opposition. So there is no acceptance by the Yemeni youth revolutionaries and the Yemeni people to this initiative whatsoever.
You don't accept the initiative? But this is going to lead to a national unity government and presidential elections in 3 months.
That's actually the plan of the Saudis and Saleh and America. And we are telling the world with this message that we are continuing our revolution until the government of this regime and also the opposition themselves.
So you're going to continue to protest. Do you think that that view will be shared by a lot of people within Yemen who are desperately hoping for an end to the bloodshed?
In fact, our revolution is peaceful, and we stay for the last 10 months on our ground, and we will not be driven into force or into violence as he wishes, or even the opposition in his side. So we are continuing our revolution, and we are asking the world again either to turn a blind eye or to act quickly and swiftly against this regime. As I told you, corrupted regime does not produce a great opposition to work for the Yemeni people, and the Yemeni people actually refused this from the beginning of it.
So just briefly, what is it that you want to see happen then?
We want to see Saleh out. We want to see him tried, and all his leaders in military and so on. And that's very crucial for the martyrs who fall down in Yemen, and for the corruption for the last 33 years. We're not going to continue with this because we know they will replace it's an artificial government will be, and it will not do Yemen any good. We've been there before for many years, or of course many times. That's what I meant to say, and it will not work on the Yemeni people's favor. So if the international community does not see the Yemeni people as human beings, then we need to do it ourselves, and we're going to turn the table around.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for giving us your reaction there. That was Ibrahim Mohammed al-Saadi, the Yemeni youth opposition leader, speaking to us from Doha. So just to remind you of what we've been seeing and hearing, a historic deal signed by President Ali Abdullah Saleh, president of Yemen, who signed a deal brokered by the GCC countries, the Gulf Arab nations, to hand over power, transfer power to his vice president, step down within 30 days and hold presidential elections within 90 days. Yemen now gets a national unity government. But this is a deal that's not going to please many. We are not going to please everybody. We've just been speaking to the Yemeni youth opposition leader there on the line, who says that the opposition are also corrupt, and that what he wants to see is Ali Abdullah Saleh tried for his alleged crimes against humanity, and that is a view that a lot